Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another update on Oz the Great and Powerful, the prequel movie to The Wizard of Oz, the MGM Wizard of Oz by Disney. The trailer just came out, looks awesome. I snagged some screenshots and want to talk about them, so let's go ahead and dive into it and take a look. Okay, first and foremost, this film is coming out March 2013, so we've got a date set, and it is going to be in 3D, and I've got a couple screenshots that really kind of show that off. Okay, so here we have James Franco as the wizard back in Kansas, and what I'm digging is, and I'm hoping the film's like this, and definitely a nice homage here. It's black and white, and it's 4:3. Very cool. At least the trailer's doing that for us. Hopefully the film does as well. Here's a shot of Zach Braff in costume in Kansas, the assistant to the wizard at the carnival. He's kind of a barker, where he's drawing people in and everything. We don't see a shot of the CG monkey that he voices in the film, and to be honest, the original things I was reading, I kind of got the idea that the monkey would be accompanying Oz through things, but I don't know if that's actually true or not. I don't know. He may be one of the witch's monkeys. I don't know. But we don't see that specific character. We do get to see the monkeys later on. And it's obviously a tornado that takes him to Oz. Again, another homage to the original film and the stories. He's in his balloon and he gets carried away by a tornado. Here's a nice shot showing off the fact that we are going to be doing this in 3D. And when I first watched the trailer, I was like, whoa, that's coming off of the little square. That's got to be in 3D. You don't know it's in 3D until the end of the trailer. So this is just kind of an example shot of things coming off of there. Obviously, the film is going to be in 3D. This is just another example shot. Zach Braff chucks up the wizard's top hat to him in the balloon. Again, it kind of flies up off of the little square, the 4:3 image. Just another example that the film will be in 3D. Okay, so here's a shot of the balloon entering the land of Oz. Very cool because, again, another homage to the original film. It starts off in black and white, and when Dorothy walks out of the house, when she lands in Oz, it switches over into color. Do the same thing here. The balloon comes in this scene in the trailer. It's in black and white, a 4:3 image, and it fades into this brilliant color shot with so many different colors. Very reminiscent of the really technicolor of Munchkin Land from the MGM film, and it stretches out into the 16:9 format. Very nice, very, very homage style to the old film. I love that. This is one of the first little creatures we see in the trailer in the Land of Oz. Some kind of little cutesy pootsy pixie mer thing, flying creature thing. Just he's in a swamp or a lake or something, and this thing kind of comes up to him like a dragonfly or something, and it looks all kinds of cute. But somehow I got a feeling it's not going to be so cute. I don't think it's going to end well for the wizard here when he encounters this little creature. Something just tells me that little toothy grin says, I'm going to eat you. Okay, and then we have this character, who I believe this is Mila Kunis. It's definitely not the Abigail, what's her name? Abigail Spencer, who plays a character named May. Definitely not that character. That's who I thought it was initially, but looking at it, I'm thinking it's Mila Kunis, although she looks more like Catherine Zeta-Jones here. I don't know if it's the hat or what, but the voice is definitely very Mila Kunis, and we see her kind of do a little dance and kiss next to the wizard around a fire later on in the trailer. So I'm thinking that this is Theodora, the Wicked Witch of the West, which would play into it because the synopsis for the movie has said that the wizard has got to find out who's good and who's evil. It's that whole everything's not what it seems. And I'm thinking he's kind of getting into like a love triangle. Like I think he's a ladies' man. I think he starts in with her and ends up with Glinda the Good Witch. So um, my assumption, and I'm going to talk about more of that why later. And here we have the wizard, and who, again, I'm presuming is Theodora, walking on the yellow brick road, looking over the Emerald City. Very cool shot. Again, this reminds me a lot of the old MGM musical, which is awesome. The city looks almost the same, just updated and more realistic. And of course, we've got a nice little forest here that's very Technicolor from the old MGM musical. And this just looks like it's going to be a great 3D shot. I'm very excited to see this in 3D. Producers of Alice in Wonderland, I'm sure it's going to be quite awesome. And here we have the China Girl, played by Joey King, a little CG porcelain character that is one of the peoples that the wizard comes across. Now, we don't see Nico or Nuck or the Strong Man in the trailer, so they're not giving us everything. And when you watch the trailer, it really feels like you're just scratching the surface, and there's so much more to be seen in the film. So I'm interested to see trailers as we go forward this year. Here we have Michelle Williams as Glinda the Good Witch. We see her in a few scenes. Again, it looks like Oz is kind of swooning her. So I'm really kind of thinking there's going to be a love triangle between Theodora, Glinda, and Oz here. And at first I thought she was Ozma with the crown and all that kind of good stuff. But she's definitely Glinda from other scenes that we've picked up in the trailer, where she's got like some fog or something she conjures up in a forest. So definitely Glinda. And here we have a shot of Rachel Weisz, or Weiss, however you want to pronounce it, playing Evanora. We only get one brief little shot of her in the trailer, but she's got this don't trust her, I'm an evil bitch kind of vibe, looking all hot and everything. And I think we're going to see her as the larger villain rather than Theodora. I think Theodora is going to be twisted into a villain, and I'll explain that theory here in a little bit. Here we have some kind of Snapdragon Venus flytrap monster things in one of the Wicked Woods, it looks like. And I'm presuming these are going to come at you in 3D, which will look kind of fun and nasty. Here we have a shot of the Winkies, the Winky Army coming up to do battle for something. We don't see the Quadlings, I don't believe, in the trailer. We do see some people in the Emerald City, but definitely seeing some Winky Army action here. Here we have the wizard and Glinda, and they're standing in a statue at this storm thing coming around. I'm presuming this is where the witches are coming after him, and all hell is about to break loose here. And she asks, "Are you not the person we've been waiting for, the man we've been waiting for?" And there's a statue that they come up. I'm presuming she's taking him to see, and he's looking very much like the great and powerful Oz character from the MGM musical. Definitely that statue is designed to look like the original Wizard of Oz character. Here we have a shot of, I'm going to presume this is Theodora unleashing the flying monkeys. Again, I think she's kind of scorned. I think she fell in love with the wizard, and he started to wound her, and then he ended up going with Glinda, and she's pissed off, and she's going to take it out on him, and she sends scores of these flying monkeys at him. All right, same scene, just a closer look at one of the monkeys. Very vicious. This is going to look fantastic in 3D. Very baboon-like, nasty, nasty teeth. If you thought those scaring monkeys frightened the hell out of you as a child, then these are going to terrify little kids, I think, which is kind of awesome. Keep that tradition going. And going back to Zach Braff, I don't know if his monkey character is going to be with Oz. I'm really kind of thinking the character is going to be with Theodora as like one of her little minions, and maybe we see him with Oz as she's traveling with him when she's wearing the hat, and they're doing the whole uh, get to know each other thing. I don't know, but I got a feeling that the monkey will not be traveling with Oz as I previously interpreted. Okay, and in the final scenes of the trailer, we have this green hand with these claws come up and scratch the hell out of a marble table. I was like, what is this monster? I'm like, what's going on here? And then it hit me. It's Theodora. It's the Wicked Witch of the West. Something happens and she turns green like this. The evil takes over. I don't know. But I truly think this is going to be a love triangle. I think it's going to be Franco and Theodora and Oz. Franco and Mila Kunis' character start to really come together, and then he ends up ditching her for the Michelle Williams, the Glinda character. And I think it's a whole Hell Hath No Fury type of situation with the witch. That's why she hates Oz so much. Is he dumps her. So that's my theory. What do you guys think? But I think that's a great plot for the movie. I really do. And then, of course, at the end of the trailer, we get this nice emerald cloudy look in Oz the Great and Powerful, brought to you by Disney. So I'm very excited, very impressed with it so far. The only thing that this trailer let down for me, a couple things. One, I would like to have seen Munchkins. I would like to have seen who the strongman character is. Um, I love the fact that it starts out black and white, 4x3, goes into color, stretches into 16:9, very a la MGM's original musical. The only thing at the end of the trailer, I was really wanting to hear a musical track of Over the Rainbow uh, in this title sequence here when the Oz Great and Powerful came up. I think that would have been great. I hope we hear that song. I hope we hear that score in I would like to see it at the end of the film into the trailers, but somewhere that score has got to show up. It has to. In my opinion, just to make it everything else look so much in a nod to the original MGM musical. It'd be a shame not to use that score somewhere in this film. So there it is, guys. That's the latest of what's going on with the film. I'm sure we're not going to see too terribly much more for a while, as this is not due out till March next year, which is going to be interesting because that means it's going to be competing with the G.I. Joe sequel that is getting pushed back to do more shots with Channing Tatum and put it into 3D. So we'll see. But definitely excited for the film. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good family adventure. It's going to be a great 3D movie, and definitely looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out more videos. Remember, I got a sub contest going where I'm giving some stuff away. Visit my channel. It's the featured video. And, subscribe if you like what I'm doing. If you have suggestions on a movie that you want to see some update information on, let me know in the comments. Talk to you later.